What's up, everyone? This is MikeAgent. Listen, there's only one thing to say right now. My Planetside was on acid last night. That's all I need to say. You can see the rest. I'm going to add some commentary. Here we go. Alright, as you can see, there's a bunch of crazy symbols up in the sky here, and there's a map of the sanctuary and the grass. Didn't know what quite to think of that. Alright, the spawn tubes were completely bright, full of colors. They kept changing every time it respawned. It's definitely one of my favorites. Well, as you can see, the inside is completely different too. So now we're going to see part of the armor here. You'll see much more of it, but it's a dark, kind of futuristic, bionic looking thing with like neon veins, as you can see, flowing all around. For some reason, there's a little vehicle pad thing underneath every character as they walked around. I'll come back in a second, but the craziest is yet to come once we get to an actual base. Alright, well, as you can see here, depending on the armor type, it would people look kind of different. The Rexos had that futuristic look I was talking about, and then if you see the guy in his undies here, he's got more lighter colors, very like solid colors on the face. Later on, there'll be someone at the end of the video you'll see with a completely wooden face. So pay attention for that. There you go, more spawn tubes. Alright, this is the heart, as you can see, and it's completely different. It's got a similar color to the rest of the vehicles that you'll see in a minute. Here's Harasser. The exhaust on the Harasser was crazy. This is like, each little puff of smoke was actually just a white square with concept drawings of weapons. Oh, I was losing my mind over that. What we got coming up here? Pretty soon we're going to be driving, I believe, to an actual base. There's some more exhaust there. I'll come back in just a minute. Alright, so here we are at the base. In a minute here, you're going to see what I'm talking about. We're going to go out in the courtyard. Liberator looks pretty cool. As we go inside here, the basement is going to just remind you of Star Wars. Here we go. Now this is just crazy. Every hallway was just like that ship from the opening sequence in Star Wars. That's all I could think about. And as you can see here, just the floors, the walls, everything. And the spawn room, this dark neon color with these very, very ominous looking tubes. And this is just simply astounding. We had some battles earlier, and just imagine, you know, fighting with all this around you instead of just the dull, you know, normal textures that you're used to on a day-to-day basis. I think next, well, as you can see up here, we're gonna go outside, and it's just strange because certain things were just completely crazy, but then outside was just completely normal, as you can see. There's that pad again below his avatar. We're getting some nice screenshots. The bionic suits again were just great. I love those. Another view of the spawn room. So I think we're gonna go to the caves next, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll be Alright, so we're in the caves now, and some of the buildings, you could tell which ones the actual Empire-controlled buildings were, because they had different colors than everything else. And there's this strange kind of glowing light that was radiating down into the caves. In a minute here, you're going to see a zip line. Oh, the bullet holes in the floor are actually pretty funny too. Let's see. Alright, the zip line. If you can see, as that zip line was flashing, those were little symbols of bombs, like from the Liberator, that were flashing in between the zip line. Oh, those would be palm trees. These palm trees, if you can see all those pillars, those are all just patterns of palm trees. I don't know where that image came from, but basically, you know, we thought it was pretty cool. What do we got here? We got a TV-looking thing. That's the only place I'd really noticed that. And my maps were constantly messing up. We got some wine glasses over the equipment terminals. And to round it off here, we went back to the sanctuary, and it looked as if we were inside of a cave. Just a massive cave. And as you can see, coming up, the grass is going to be all messed up. And no one else could see this but me, but I was kind of talking to them on vent, so, you know, they knew I was filming all of this. And finally, to round it off here, we're going to have the wooden head, which was my favorite. There's Chief going through the grass. There's the wooden head. Oh, it's rather fast, but hope you enjoyed it, and hope you enjoy my song too.